My name is Alexis Wills, and this is my giving testimony. Some of you may know, but not all, I am a new founder and CEO of my very first baby, Glowing Lifestyle, and this was a dream that God had given me a few years ago, and just recently just started stepping out and making those moves. Along that process, He has taken me through jobs and trials and a whole lot of tribulations. As most people know, building is a struggle, but building God's way, it takes a lot of faith, a lot of faith. And so I started a job back in 2018 that allowed me to work with young people, and I'm allowing them to have paid internships and just really great opportunities. And I worked with this organization for 4 years, and needless to say, it was a lot of trials, a lot of tribulations. Patience were beyond tried so many times, but I stayed, and it was because I knew that there was something God had for me in that space. I didn't always know why, because at every end of the year I was ready to go, but for whatever reason, He kept giving me the strength to get to it. So 4 years go on, and He finally gave me the okay to head on out. We bless Him. But at the end, I'm like, He told me, finish well. Finish well. That is what I need for you to do. And so thankfully I was able to finish well, and that was leaving our relationships intact and just making sure that everything was left better than I found it, and so that somebody else could step in it. A few short months later, I began to step into full-time business and entrepreneurship, and just really walking toward the visions that God had given me. And February of 2023, He gave me permission to host a workshop. And at this workshop, it was the biggest thing I'd ever done, especially for business. And it was super, super huge. And as I was preparing for this workshop, He said, it's time for you to build your team. And I'm like, hey, yo, I don't even know what I'm doing, let alone tell somebody else to do it. I dragged my feet a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, but the more I stepped out, I said, okay, God, if this is what you want me to do, then I'm gonna do it. I started building out the job description, and little by little, He was like, yep, this is what you need. Talk about what you need. Don't be afraid to ask for the help. And in that time, I'm like, okay, and I'm building the job description out. And not until May of 2023, I put it out on LinkedIn, and I was like, okay, God, I'm trusting you, and this is what I'm asking of you. Of course, faithful tither and making sure that I'm putting my seed in the ground, because I do believe that this is what God calls me to do. And so as I'm giving, I'm also praying, I'm also believing. I put the job description out, and lo and behold, the day I put the job description out, somebody from my old job reached out to me and said, hey, I see that you're hiring. I think this will be, a great opportunity for us to partner. Now, this is where the faith comes in, and this is where God really showed out, because I was putting this job description out, and I had not received one grant. I had not received anything to pay said help that He told me to start building for. And I'm like, God, you know how crazy this world is. How in the world am I gonna ask somebody to come and work for me, and I don't even have a way to pay them? So I did it anyway, and then again, the person reached out, and they were like, I think this would be a great way to partner. And I'm like, okay, again, because this was a funny situation that I had just left, but I'm like, okay, God, if this is supposed to be the space that I'm in, let's go. Sure enough, I have the meeting with the person, and they were like, so here's the thing. I see your work, I see the job description, and I believe we have some people that would be great for you. So all we need you to do is host them, and we will pay them. And I'm like, what did you just say to me? She said, you just host them. You just allow them to come, you do the work, and we will make sure that they're paid. You don't have to worry about them. And what I was so concerned about, y'all, God was like, I just needed you to trust me. I just needed you to step out on faith, continue to sow, continue to believe in what I've told you to, and I will work the rest out. And so He provided not only the help for me, but also the help for them. They end up getting paid and getting the experience, and I have a whole staff. It's crazy that I'm not even paying for. And that, I believe, wholeheartedly was not just the faith, but it was the seeds, it was the sowing, because it was God's way of saying, I am the one that's going to provide. It may not come back in the way that you think, but I'm here to help you get to exactly where I've told you you're going to be. And so I am beyond grateful, and he's already sending me now grants that I've not even applied for. Like, when I tell you, he is making this bigger than my mind could even conceive. And so I'm beyond grateful, and I will continue to give. I will continue to sow seeds, but not just seeds of money, but even seeds of goodness and kindness, because had I not finished well, this season, this opportunity would not have shown up, right? This season would not even been a possibility had those seeds not been planted. And so I truly believe in my heart that giving is so big. It's finances, yes, but it's also about giving the love, the kindness, the gentleness. And I'm just grateful that I was able to hear from him and now literally reaping the harvest of what he has promised, because he has been provider, and I'm so grateful. So this is my giving testimony.